5 powerful things you should tell yourself every morning. Buddhist Wisdom for a peaceful start. Each morning, we are born again. What we do today is what matters most, the Buddha. At Dharma Pulse, this truth reminds us that the most sacred ritual is not found in temples or scriptures, but in the silent moment between sleep and awakening. Before the world floods your mind, you hold the power to shape your reality with a single thought. What if the words you tell yourself each morning became your greatest prayer, your mantra for peace, focus, and transformation? Today, as we explore 5 powerful things you should tell yourself every morning, let's go beyond routine and awaken presence itself. Which of these truths will you start your day with? Share your reflections in the comments. Your insight may be the light someone else needs to begin again. 1. I am not my thoughts. I am the silence beneath them. Most people wake up already caught in the storm of their own minds, worries, judgments, and expectations swirling before they even take their first breath of the day. Buddhism teaches that this chaos is not who you are. Your thoughts are like restless monkeys leaping from branch to branch. But you are not the monkey. You are the vast, silent forest that holds it. When you say to yourself, I am not my thoughts, I am the silence beneath them, you are not escaping reality. You are remembering it. Beneath every storm, there is always a still sky, and that stillness is you. In the first quiet moments of morning, before the noise of the world seeps in, pause and observe. Notice the endless stream of thoughts passing through your awareness. Fears about the future, memories of the past, opinions, and desires. They rise and fall like waves on the surface of an infinite ocean. Mindfulness is simply realizing that you are not the waves. You are the ocean itself. When you dwell in this awareness, the noise begins to dissolve, and what remains is a deep, unshakable calm. From this calm, a new kind of power emerges, not the power of control, but the power of presence. Buddhism reminds us that freedom is not found in changing our thoughts, but in no longer being enslaved by them. Each time you remember that you are the observer and not the thinker, you raise your frequency. You become the sky, watching the clouds drift by, untouched and unbothered. In that space of awareness, everything loses its grip on you. Even pain softens into understanding, and fear becomes a teacher rather than an enemy. You realize that every thought, pleasant or painful, is only energy passing through the field of your consciousness. This awareness is the seed of awakening. When you rest in silence, you are not suppressing your mind, you are illuminating it. The restless energy of the monkey becomes the playful energy of creation, and the noise of thought transforms into the music of being. Every breath becomes a reminder that you are the witness, not the story. You are not what your mind says about you, nor the identity it tries to protect. You are the clear space in which all experience arises. So each morning, let mindfulness be your first act of courage. Before you reach for your phone or your to-do list, reach inward. Feel the stillness that lives beneath every thought. It does not need to be created or earned. It has always been there. The more you return to it, the more life begins to flow through you with grace. From this silence, you move with clarity. From this silence, you speak with compassion. From this silence, you live as the embodiment of peace itself, not because the world is quiet, but because you have learned to be the silence within it. If you truly seek peace beyond your thoughts, Repeat after me. I am not my thoughts. I am the silence beneath them. Let this truth guide your morning and calm your mind. 2. Everything I need already exists within me. Every morning, before the world pulls you into its noise, there's a quiet moment that invites you to return to yourself, a moment to remember that everything you need already exists within you. The illusion of not enough is the first shadow that greets you, whispering that you must do more, earn more, or be loved more to deserve peace. Yet Buddhist wisdom reminds you that true fulfillment isn't found by chasing what's outside. It's discovered in the silence of your own being. Through meditation, you learn that beneath the restless thoughts and desires lies a calm awareness, infinite and unshaken. You were never lacking, only misled into believing so. The world taught you to measure your worth by comparison, to see love as something to win, and success as something to chase. But in truth, you already carry the seed of everything you long for. Just as a single acorn holds the entire blueprint of a mighty oak, your soul holds the strength, clarity, and compassion you've been searching for. When you begin your day by acknowledging that inner wholeness, life stops feeling like a race and starts feeling like a dance. This awareness doesn't make you passive, it makes you powerful. When you act from a sense of completeness, your energy flows naturally, like a river moving toward the sea. You no longer act out of fear of missing out, but from a place of peace and intention. Buddhist wisdom teaches that self-sufficiency is not isolation, it is freedom. Meditation becomes your anchor, a return to the truth that you are already home. The Buddha once said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." So before you reach for your phone, your tasks, or the opinions of others, pause and listen inwardly. Ask yourself, what if everything I'm trying to find has been quietly waiting for me to notice it? What if I am already whole, even before I accomplish anything today? The mind will resist this truth. It will replay your past mistakes and project your future fears, trying to pull you away from the present. But meditation gently brings you back. In the stillness of breath, you discover that peace was never something to achieve. It was something to allow. Happiness is not hidden in tomorrow's goals or in someone else's eyes. It's right here, in this breath, in this awareness, in this life. You begin to see that your very existence is proof of sufficiency. The sunlight that falls on your face, the pulse that beats beneath your skin, the awareness that witnesses both these are miracles you don't have to earn. You are already everything the universe needs you to be. When you live from that realization, even the simplest acts like drinking tea, walking in the morning light, speaking to a stranger become meditation in motion. The illusion of lack dissolves, and what remains is quiet confidence, radiant peace, and the deep knowing that you were never missing anything at all. Do you believe that everything you truly need is already within you? If you do, declare it boldly in the comments. I already have everything I need within me. 3. Nothing outside me has the power to disturb my peace. Nothing outside you has the power to disturb your peace unless you grant it permission. The world may shout, demand, and provoke, but its noise only echoes within you if you open the gates of your awareness. Every opinion, every spark of anger, every piece of drama is like passing weather. It comes and goes, but your sky remains vast and unmoved. You are not here to absorb the storms of others. You are here to remain the calm sea that reflects them without drowning in their waves. As the Buddha said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. The moment you stop reacting to every gust of wind, you begin to master the inner climate of your soul. Detachment, then, is not a withdrawal from life, but a higher form of love, one that neither clings nor resists. It is loving without losing yourself, giving without depletion, caring without collapse. When you understand this, spirituality becomes more than belief. It becomes energy in motion. You begin to sense the vibration of everything around you and realize that not all energy deserves entry into your sacred space. Just as a wise guardian protects the temple from noise and impurity, you must guard your inner sanctuary with mindfulness and compassion. Healing does not mean avoiding the world. It means standing within it untouched by chaos. When anger reaches for you, let it pass through the invisible light of awareness. When negativity calls your name, remember you are not the echo. You are the silence that answers with stillness. True peace is not built by control, but by surrender. You do not force calmness. You remember it. Like water flowing around a rock, you learn to move with grace instead of resistance. The opinions of others lose their weight. The noise of the world fades into background hum. And what remains is the steady rhythm of your breath, the quiet pulse of your being. This is where real healing begins. You realize that peace is not a luxury. It is your natural state when your energy is not entangled in external chaos. Protect this state as you would protect sacred fire, for it is the flame that guides you through the darkness of confusion and fear. You will encounter people who try to hand you their pain, their frustration, their unresolved emotions disguised as truth. But remember, their energy is their responsibility, not yours. Compassion does not require you to carry another's burden. It asks only that you understand it without becoming it. You can sit with someone's sorrow without letting it stain your soul. You can love deeply and still walk away when peace demands it. This is the highest form of spiritual maturity, to remain open-hearted yet untouchable, empathetic yet sovereign, kind yet free. Each morning, as you awaken to the world's movement, remind yourself, nothing outside me has the power to disturb my peace. Feel this truth in your body, as energy rising through your spine, as light settling into your heart. Imagine your aura expanding like a field of golden calmness, transforming every vibration that touches it into serenity. The world will continue its noise, but your stillness will speak louder. And in that silence, you will find the greatest power of all, the unshakable energy of peace. Leave a like and subscribe to Dharma Pulse so you never miss more wisdom like this. Let today be the day you reclaim your peace from everything external. Type in the comments, "Nothing outside me can disturb my inner calm." 4. Today, I choose presence over pressure. Today, I choose presence over pressure, because the soul does not bloom under tension, but in stillness. Life begins each morning with a storm of demands, messages waiting, tasks multiplying, and the invisible weight of expectation pressing on the chest. Yet Buddhism reminds us that this pressure is nothing more than a mirage created by the restless mind. Peace is not something to be achieved. It is something to be remembered. The Buddha's words echo through time. The trouble is, you think you have time. And that illusion, that endless postponement of life, steals from us the only thing that is truly ours, this moment. When you awaken to the present, the chaos loses its authority, and you begin to breathe again, not as a machine of duty, but as a conscious being alive in every heartbeat. To live with mindfulness is to reclaim your energy from distraction and direct it toward awareness. Presence is not passivity. It is power disguised as silence. It is the deep realization that slowing down is not a delay in progress, but the beginning of wisdom. When you breathe with intention, you enter the rhythm of the universe itself. You start to see that mastery is not measured by how much you control, but by how deeply you perceive. The mind trained in presence becomes a mirror clear, still, reflecting truth without distortion. Through this stillness, you begin to sense that your vibration shapes the outer world more profoundly than any force of effort ever could. Pressure thrives in the future. Presence lives in eternity. Every time your mind runs ahead, chasing what should be or could be, you abandon the sacred ground of now. And it is here, in this very instant, that life unfolds in its purest form. When you are mindful, even ordinary acts, pouring tea, walking, feeling the air on your skin, become meditations. You realize that enlightenment is not hidden in mountaintops, but in these quiet pauses between one breath and the next. To return to presence is to return to yourself, to the undisturbed awareness that has been waiting beneath every noise, every rush, every demand. Choosing presence over pressure is an act of rebellion against the tyranny of busyness. It is saying to the world, I will not be defined by speed. The more you chase time, the more it slips away. The more you honor the now, the more eternity reveals itself. Presence teaches you to move with grace instead of haste, to listen instead of react, to witness instead of control. This is the heart of mindfulness, the state where doing dissolves into being, and being becomes luminous. So as this day unfolds, breathe slowly. Let awareness be your guide instead of urgency. Each moment of mindfulness is a door into freedom, and beyond that door lies peace, untouched by the chaos of the world. In choosing presence, you do not escape life. You finally begin to live it. If you're still with us and ready to live with more mindfulness today, comment below. I choose presence over pressure. Your words remind us that peace begins in this very moment. 5. I am letting go so life can flow. Letting go is not an act of defeat, but the highest expression of Buddhist wisdom. It is the moment when you stop trying to control what was never yours to control, and instead allow life to unfold through you with its own intelligence. Most of your pain is not born from what happens, but from the resistance to what happens, the fight between your expectations and reality. You hold on because the mind believes it can bend the universe to its will. Yet all it truly bends is your own peace. Like bamboo swaying with the wind, real strength lies in surrender, not in force. Meditation reveals this over and over again. When you release control, you are not giving up. You are stepping into alignment with the natural flow of existence. Life was never meant to be gripped tightly. It was meant to be felt, breathed, and trusted. Think about how much of your suffering comes from the urge to shape outcomes, to make others act as you wish, or to force timing that is not yet ready. The more you hold on, the more you create friction between your heart and reality. When you release, the river of life carries you where you were always meant to go. You only lose what you cling to, said the Buddha. And that truth pierces deeply because it exposes how attachment becomes the thief of your serenity. You are not meant to control everything. You are meant to flow within it. Each time you meditate and return to the breath, notice how it enters and leaves without struggle. It never fights to stay, nor fears to go. It simply moves, teaching you that peace comes not from possession, but from presence. Letting go means trusting the unknown. It means believing that even in silence and emptiness, something beautiful is being arranged for you. The need to control comes from fear, the fear of loss, uncertainty, and impermanence. But when you learn to let life move, you realize that nothing truly leaves you. It merely transforms. A person, a season, a dream, all shift shape to guide you into a deeper understanding of yourself. Flow brings peace. Control brings tension. When you release the grip of expectation, you create sacred space for miracles to find you. When you stop chasing what's fading, you start receiving what's meant for you. So let go of the weight of what if and why not yet. Let go of the illusion that peace is something you must earn. Peace arrives the moment you stop interfering. The world outside may still be loud, but your inner world becomes calm, steady, and vast. Each time you breathe out, you are reminded, life flows best when you stop fighting the current. Each time you surrender, you rise higher, not because you have less control, but because you finally trust the rhythm of the universe. Letting go is not an ending. It is a return to balance, a quiet awakening where life begins to flow exactly as it should. Now, close your eyes, take a slow, deep breath, and feel the weight of everything you've been holding on to begin to lift. Let the past dissolve with each exhale and whisper gently to yourself, I release control and allow life to flow through me with peace and trust. Each morning is an invitation to return to yourself, to breathe, to remember, and to begin again. In this video, we explored 5 powerful affirmations inspired by Buddhist wisdom that can reshape your mindset, cultivate inner peace, and awaken joy from within. The real transformation begins not in hearing these truths, but in living them. So tomorrow morning, before the world pulls you into its noise, whisper these words to your soul and feel their calm unfold through your day. Which of these 5 truths speaks most deeply to you? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if this message resonates, like, subscribe, and join us here at Dharma Pulse, where every heartbeat is a step toward awakening.